Spanish royal family documentary. Inside the crown, the power, the secrets, and the human stories behind Spain's most watched family. Hook. What if everything you thought you knew about the Spanish royal family was only half the story? What if behind the glittering palaces, royal ceremonies, dazzling gowns, and formal smiles lay hidden sacrifices, emotional struggles, family tensions, and life-altering decisions that few people ever see? Welcome to the untold story of the Spanish monarchy, a powerful dynasty balancing ancient tradition and modern expectation, public service and private pain, duty and desire. This is not just history. This is not just royalty. This is a deeply human story of love, loyalty, sacrifice, ambition, controversy, and destiny. Stay with us until the very end, because what you are about to discover will change the way you see power, privilege, and the price of wearing a crown. Right finger before we begin, please remember to subscribe, like, comment, and share this video. Your support helps us continue bringing you deep, emotional, and exclusive royal stories. Let's dive in. Introduction. The fascination with Spain's royal family. The Spanish royal family has captivated the world for centuries. Their story is one of power, drama, survival, downfall, rebirth, and transformation. They have ruled through wars, revolutions, dictatorship, political scandals, and social change. Yet, despite centuries of history, the Spanish monarchy remains one of the most modern and closely watched royal families in Europe. Today, the monarchy is led by Anne, with their daughters and representing the future. But behind every public appearance lies a deeply complex family dynamic shaped by history, responsibility, pressure, and sacrifice. This documentary-style article takes you inside their world. Part 1. The origins of the Spanish monarchy, a crown forged in history. Spain's monarchy traces its roots back over 1,000 years. It survived medieval conflicts, empire building, colonial expansion, religious wars, revolutions, and political upheavals. At its peak, Spain ruled a global empire stretching across Europe, the Americas, Africa, and Asia. The monarchy symbolized divine authority, political power, and national unity. But history was not always kind. Civil wars, coups, exiles, and dictatorship threatened the monarchy's survival. During the 20th century, Spain abolished the monarchy, only to restore it decades later under his reign modernized Spain but later collapsed under scandal, leaving his son, Felipe VI, with the immense task of restoring trust and dignity. Part 2. King Felipe VI, the man born to rebuild a monarchy. From birth, Felipe carried the weight of history on his shoulders. Trained in military academies, educated in international relations, economics, and law, and prepared from childhood to rule, his life followed strict discipline. Yet his destiny was complicated. When scandals engulfed his father, Felipe had to separate himself from that legacy. Upon ascending the throne in 2014, he implemented sweeping reforms. Financial transparency, ethical accountability, institutional modernization, public accessibility. His leadership style emphasizes humility, integrity, and democratic responsibility. He is not a king of absolute power, but a constitutional monarch whose authority rests on public trust. And rebuilding that trust became his mission. Part 3. Queen Letizia, from newsroom to palace. Few royal stories are as compelling as that of Queen Letizia. Before becoming queen, she was an award-winning journalist and television news anchor. She worked long hours, reported on wars, political crises, and social injustice. Her life was defined by independence, ambition, and intellectual discipline. When she married Felipe, she shattered centuries of royal tradition. Never before had a Spanish monarch married a commoner journalist. Her transition was brutal. She surrendered her career, her anonymity, her freedom, her privacy. In exchange, she entered a world governed by protocol, ceremony, and relentless public scrutiny. Yet she adapted, and transformed the monarchy from within. Part 4. A royal love story that shocked Spain. Their relationship began quietly, hidden from public eyes. Felipe was captivated by Letizia's intelligence, professionalism, and emotional depth. Letizia admired Felipe's humility, discipline, and integrity. Their love blossomed in secrecy until the engagement announcement stunned Spain. Public reaction was mixed. Some celebrated the modern fairy tale. Others condemned the break from tradition. Yet Felipe stood firm. This marriage symbolized the monarchy's evolution, embracing modern values, equality, and emotional authenticity. Part 5. The pressure of royal marriage. Royal marriages are not ordinary relationships. They exist under constant media scrutiny, political expectation, diplomatic symbolism, national symbolism. Every gesture is analyzed. Every disagreement is speculated upon. Every emotion becomes public property. Felipe and Letizia must navigate both personal intimacy and institutional responsibility. Their union represents national stability. Their harmony reflects political continuity. The emotional burden is immense. Part 6. Raising the Future, Leonor and Sofia. Their daughters are growing up in a world unlike any other. Princess Leonor, the future queen, bears extraordinary responsibility. From early childhood, she was trained in constitutional law, military discipline, public speaking, diplomacy, leadership. Her life is one of preparation, structure, and duty. Infanta Sofia, though not heir, plays a crucial supporting role. Her education emphasizes emotional intelligence, social responsibility, and global awareness. Their parents maintain strict parenting, balancing discipline with emotional support. They are not raising princesses, they are raising leaders. Part 7. The Monarchy and Politics, a Delicate Balance. Spain's monarchy exists within a complex political framework. It must remain neutral. It must unify diverse political ideologies. It must represent democracy without ruling. Felipe carefully navigates parliamentary relations, regional independence tensions, national unity, international diplomacy. One misstep could destabilize public confidence. This delicate balance defines his reign. Part 8. The Shadow of Scandal. The monarchy's credibility suffered devastating blows due to past controversies. Philippe's response was decisive. He stripped financial privileges, distanced the institution from controversy, and implemented transparency measures. His actions signaled a new era. Yet the emotional toll of reforming his own family's legacy remains profound. Part 9. The Media, Friend, Foe, and Watchdog. The Spanish royal family lives under constant media surveillance. Fashion, gestures, expressions, and interactions dominate headlines. Queen Letizia's wardrobe becomes political commentary. Philippe's speeches are dissected word by word. Leonor's public appearances spark national debate. This environment leaves little room for emotional privacy. Part 10. The Loneliness of Power. Despite being surrounded by staff, advisors, and dignitaries, royal life is emotionally isolating. True friendships are rare. Trust is difficult. Privacy is limited. Felipe and Letizia rely deeply on each other. Their partnership becomes emotional survival. Part 11. Queen Letizia's struggles and resilience. Letizia faces relentless scrutiny. Her expressions, fashion, posture, and body language are endlessly analyzed. Criticism can be harsh, yet she remains composed, dignified, and fiercely dedicated. Behind the crown is a woman who sacrificed personal ambition for national duty. Her emotional strength is extraordinary. Part 12. Princess Leonor, a child raised for destiny. Leonor's life is defined by preparation. Her education is rigorous. Her public appearances are carefully planned. Her emotional development is tightly guided. She understands that her heart belongs not only to herself, but to Spain. The pressure is enormous, yet she carries it with grace. Part 13. The Emotional Cost of Royal Life. Behind the smiles lie anxiety, loneliness, emotional restraint, psychological pressure. Royal discipline demands emotional control. Personal struggles remain private. Public composure is mandatory. This silent sacrifice defines monarchy. Part 14. Public service, the heart of their mission. The Spanish royal family devotes immense effort to education, youth development, healthcare, social equality, humanitarian causes. Their work connects monarchy to society. Service is their justification for existence. Part 15. Diplomacy and global influence. Felipe and Letizia represent Spain internationally. They strengthen diplomatic ties, promote trade, and foster cultural exchange. Their presence elevates Spain's global image. Part 16. Modernizing a traditional institution. Under their reign, the monarchy evolves. Digital communication increases. Public transparency improves. Youth engagement grows. They adapt tradition to modern reality. Part 17. The future of the Spanish monarchy. Leonor represents continuity. Her leadership will define Spain's monarchy for decades. Her upbringing prepares her for political neutrality, emotional resilience, ethical leadership. The future rests on her shoulders. Part 18. The human side of royalty. Beyond protocol, they are parents, partners, individuals. They experience love, fear, hope, and doubt. Their humanity makes their story powerful. Part 19. Lessons from the Spanish royal family. Their journey teaches. Power requires humility. Leadership demands sacrifice. Tradition must adapt. Responsibility outweighs privilege. Part 20. A monarchy balanced between past and future. The Spanish royal family stands at a crossroads. They honor history while embracing progress. They preserve tradition while promoting democracy. They carry legacy while shaping destiny. Final thoughts: the crown and the heart. The Spanish royal family's story is not one of luxury alone. It is one of endurance, of emotional discipline, of sacrifice, of resilience. Behind the palaces lie human hearts beating under unimaginable pressure. And perhaps that is why their story fascinates us, because beneath the crowns, they are deeply human. Heart, if you enjoyed this deep and emotional documentary-style story, please remember to right finger subscribe, thumbs up like, speech balloon comment your thoughts. Repeat button share this video. Your support helps us continue bringing powerful royal stories to life. What part of the Spanish royal family's journey touched you most? Let us know in the comments. We love reading your thoughts.